First at 10, this is a wild story, and it has Central Florida talking tonight. It's a scam, and it ended like this. Good evening, I'm Rafael Puris.
I'm Chantal Navarro. We first told you last night when a local woman's driveway vanished while she was at work. Well, today, a contractor who watched our report reached out to explain why this happened. Channel 9's Nick Papantonis is live in studio with those details. Nick, he told you that he sees this all the time, right?
Yeah, just to recap, the woman put her house on the market and then random contractors began showing up to measure her driveway at the request of a stranger who claimed to be the owner. A week after police got involved, the driveway disappeared. Tonight, a contractor told me this is what's known as an overpayment scam. He said the company that removed the concrete was the target and didn't do their due diligence. He also told me this usually happens to homes for sale, but almost always vacant. And the fact that the family still lives there was unusual.
I didn't think my driveway story would take off like this.
Floridians and beyond can't get enough of the story about a driveway that also took off. We first surveyed Amanda Brochu's surprise patch of dirt Thursday. She told us she put the home on the market, and almost immediately contractors came by to take measurements. Brochu says someone named Andre called the contractors about a driveway replacement that she didn't ask for. She intercepted one of the contractors and got the scammer's phone number. He claimed he mistyped the address and apologized, but days later, a bulldozer tore out the concrete and hauled it away when Brochu was at work.
I've never had this happen to myself or anyone in our office, so it was mind-blowing to see this happen.
Real estate agent Rocky Sanchez believed Brochu was the victim of a scam, but nobody could figure out how the scam worked until we got a phone call Friday morning from a contractor named Jeff.
I would say pervasive. It's constant.
Jeff told us this was a classic overpayment scam, and the company that tore up the driveway was the intended target. He said a scammer will find a home for sale and pose as its owner or landlord and agree to some exterior work like the roof, driveway, or painting. The scammer will find a way to give the contractor a check for more than the agreed upon amount and then call to ask the contractor to refund the overpayment. By the time the refund is sent and the work starts, the original check bounces from the contractor's bank account.
The contractor's out $2,000 plus the cost to get rid of the concrete in this case.
Jeff said it's mostly inexperienced contractors who fall for the scheme, and it almost always happens to vacant homes.
That contractor that got scammed, I wish ethically, I know it would have been a bitter pill for them to swallow, but they needed to stay.
So when you explained the scam to me, I was just like, oh, okay, that's how it works. That's what these scammers get out of it. And I'm just like, it's crazy the schemes people come up with to get money out of people.
We went around in circles last night trying to figure this one out. Deputies are continuing to investigate. Jeff guessed the scammer used a burner phone and email account and will never be seen again. As for the contractor who tore out the driveway, Brochu said the scammer helpfully provided a number for investigators to call for the Orlando International Airport.
Nick, this story is just, it's so wild, but thankfully, it's not all bad news tonight.
No, we actually have a really positive update to this story. After our story ran yesterday, one of our parent company's radio sponsors reached out and has offered to install a new driveway for free. We are keeping his name quiet for now as the permits are getting filed. He's working on those permits and getting them from Orange County.
Right, but in the meantime, we know that this victim, she is still collecting some donations, right, on GoFundMe.
Yep, so there's a GoFundMe that they are collecting donations. No one's going to buy her house. She's trying to sell it without that driveway in place. And we explained last night she's under contract right now for another property down the street, so she has to get rid of it. We're waiting to see if this all works out with a sponsor. If it does, she plans to donate the money to a local nonprofit working with our 9 Family Connections team in honor of her viewers helping her in her time of need.
All right, so hopefully it all ends well, but definitely a bizarre story. It's got a lot of folks talking. Thank you, Nick.
Yes, sir.